Hi Gemini, here is your May guidance. You've got the card of the Peacock and Be Spontaneous. So the Peacock says, strut your stuff and show your true colours. So the first thing I want to say to you for the month of May is be very mindful of the colours you are wearing. You know, so you might want to sort of like mix and match and bring a bit of colour into the mix. This also says to you it's time to shed the old, let go of the old. Maybe you've been kind of hidden away, you know, even if you've been out and about, maybe you haven't been really feeling it. So these cards would be spontaneous, and the Peacock will want you to step out there, try something new. So an invitation comes, do go, even if you feel like I really can't be bothered. What will happen is it's going to really sort of like open you up creatively. There's some inspiration coming for you this month. There's kind of sort of like a new zest coming for you this month. And it can be brought in by you know, being around certain people or going somewhere as well. So you know, you may find that all of a sudden you're starting to feel like, I'm back on track, I've arrived in a way, really, you know, I'm starting to feel me again. You've got to make sure that, you know, you're you know, the twin in you, the twin that wants to drag you down, be really mindful of your mind, of your thoughts, you know. Be mindful of like that kind of sort of like nattering chatter that's negative around you, you know, this month. So really be mindful of that as well, you know. So really this is a really good month to bring in some positive affirmations into your life. So be spontaneous is telling you as well, you know, just to, you know, to get out a little bit more, try something a little bit different, go somewhere a little bit different. You know, you're not really someone that likes routine, really, but if you are a Gemini that everything's bloody routine, make sure that you bring something a little bit different in as well. I feel like the cobwebs are slowly going to be like brushed away, you know, but this is also quite a strong time around you if you want to meet someone. So make sure you hold your head up high. Make sure that, you know, even if you don't feel it, you know, just know in your heart that, you know, there's a love out there. I can meet someone, you know, even if you know, be mindful actually of the way you speak to yourself. But even if you don't feel it, you feel like, oh, you know, someone may look at you and think you're amazing, you know. So bear that in mind as well. The energy can be quite strong for sort of like connecting with someone. So you want to make sure that actually you're vibrating on that level. So make sure you're not putting yourself down too much, which you can do sometimes. But also with the Peacock, it really is, you know, if you've got your own business, you know, this is a good time for you to sort of like promote yourself a little bit more, to stand out there a little bit more, to believe in yourself a little bit more. In whatever you're doing, this is a time for you to stand proud and stuff like that, you know. You've got a good sense of humour, you're very good at communicating and stuff like that, but there's also kind of this part of you that can sort of like you know, stop yourself from actually being happy, or stop your heart from opening up, you know, in trusting, in a sense, really. These cards very much are looking ahead and flowing ahead, so you definitely have something new coming up around you. Maybe there's some new faces coming up, and you know, you're about to embark on a new path as well. So, you know, if you do come across someone, whether it's in work and stuff like that, and you get their number and someone's like, oh, message me, you know, I could, you know, might introduce you with someone to do with work, or to do with this, or to do with that. Make sure you follow it through as well, you know. I'm also getting sort of like the word revision with you. So it's really important for you to really think about sort of, to kind of think about like how far you've come, what you've learned, and maybe not necessarily go over it too much about what you do differently. But this is a time of revision to really think about, okay, here I am now. So this is how I got here. What would I do differently? Okay, you know, this is the awareness I've got with me as you move forward. I get the word awareness with you as well. So you need to be aware of like people's motives, of, you know, of what you desire, of what you want, but also your part in things as well. So if you have had a tricky time, you know, and it's been an emotional time, then really think about your part in it as well. You know, what was your part in it, and where are you with it now? Because when the peacock comes, it really is about stepping out there. So it's shaking off the old and embracing the new, you know. And it really can be like if you've been through a really difficult time or tricky time and like an exhausting time and stuff like that, the last thing you want to do with peacock come is to stand out there and say, here I am, you know. But this is what you need to do, you know, because it's time for a new beginning. It's time for a new start, you know. So you have some new possibilities coming up around you as well, but you also have something you need to let go of. What is there a fear around you? Is there something that blocks you? So my question for you actually for this month, what stops you from being happy? You know, what is it inside that's stopping you from being happy? So really work on that and understand that actually, and understand that's just a feeling, that's just a concept, that's just a thought. It doesn't have to run the show, because your cards are quite strong, Gemini, and they want you to step out there, have some fun, find something different, step onto a new path. You know, look at that in the card of be spontaneous. Look at that bright sun, or orange, creative and joy and happiness and stuff like that. So if you are looking to meet someone, this is a good time to be out and about, really, you know, and be open to it as well. If you are a creative soul, you know, creativity is a big word. You know, there is lots of things are creative. It doesn't mean just someone that's going to paint a picture, but this is a really creative time around you. So anything that you desire, I mean, maybe some of you are going to paint your room, your house. Maybe some of you are going to add another element to your business, you know, or maybe some of you are just going to change your hairstyle, a different color, bring in some new colors. You know, colors seems very strong around you this month, Gemini. So bring out those colors, bring out that creativity. Maybe it's playing music, listening to music, going somewhere where you get inspired. You need to go and get inspired. You need to go and get drunk on inspiration. You know, you need to go and get sort of like creative, listening to something, a podcast that really ignites you and stuff like that. Really will help you this month. So be mindful of the colors. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be open to new possibilities and invitations. Don't keep looking back to the past. And also remember, you have the ability to free yourself up if you really want to.